Okay, Rabotai, a little bit Kavanot until we have a few more minutes of the Arizal's Chanukah. So it says over here like this, Tikkun Hod. It says you should know why Chazal always speaking in codes. Chazal said you're supposed to light the Chanukiah Tefach Hasamuch LaPetach, remember? On the Tefach, that it's close to the Petach. Now, if you know the Sfirot, we spoke about last time, that's each Sfirah called Tefach. That's why it's called Tefach. Because of the power, the light that goes inside them, it's a Kli that holds the light. And Tefach, it's our hand. It's a Kli that also holds something. So Chazal always spoke in a very coded way. Chazal said, light the menorah, Batefach Hasamuch LaPetach. Remember I told you yesterday, you're supposed to light it from the outside, according to the Arizal, right? According to the Mezuzah, from the outside. Why it's supposed to be so much on the outside? Says the Arizal, because Chanukah and Purim are the last two legs of the body. That's why it comes from Rabbanan. Because Rabbanan is Yud, Ke, Vav, Ke. Rabbanan is here in the last letter. Always the last thing that finishes, always Rabbanan are involved. They are the one that finishing the tikkun of the world. So you have Yud, Ke, Vav, and then you have Hey. The last Hey is Mitzvot de Rabbanan. This is Mitzvot Chilul Shabbat, Yud, which is the highest one of all. That's Arba'a Mitot Bedin over here. Then you have Karet, which is the Hey, first Hey over here. Then you have Aseh Velo Ta'aseh over here, which is the last Vav. The Vav, not the last Hey, the Vav. And then you have Rabbanan, which is the last Hey. No, Aseh Velo Ta'aseh po.
Asiyah.
Yeah, no, not talking about right now Olamot. We're talking about right now levels of Averot. So it's a level of Averah is Mitat Bedin, the highest one, right? This is the Yud. Then you have Karet, which is the Hey. Then you have Aseh Velo Ta'aseh, which is the Vav. Then you have the last one, which is the Hey, which is Mitzvot de Rabbanan. That's the sequence of the Mitzvot level. So it says the last one is always the Rabbanan. Same thing is last in the body. Whenever you go to Sfirot, the last ones are Chanukah and Purim. That's why they come in history later on. Chazal has to come up with this holiday. Because Chazal are the one that coming to finish the tikkun of the world. So it says, and the last three Sfirot that we have in the body are Netzach, Hod, Yesod. Which one is number 4? Hod. Which is number 5? Hod. Which is number 6? Yesod. So it says, what is the one that comes out, sticks out from your body, the one that gives over to your wife, the one that gives next to generation, is Yesod. So it says the entrance to the world of your child is the Brit Milah of the father. That's the Petach. And Chazal said you're supposed to light the menorah, Batefach Hasamuch El Petach. Why? Because Chanukah is the one that is fixing Sfirat Hod.
But Tefach and Petach is the same one.
No, that Tefach with Tet, that's Petach with Taf. So the Tefach that we're talking about in the Kabbalistic code way, the Tefach is the Sfirah. Because we said each Sfirah is Tefach. Hasamuch El Petach, which is close to Yesod. Because which Sfirah is close to Yesod? Hod. And that's why, which is the left leg. The right leg is Netzach, is the fourth one. Which where the Moshe Rabbeinu is. And what is Hod? Aaron HaKohen. Who lights the menorah in Bet HaMikdash? Aaron HaKohen. That's what we know. Chanukah is going to be lighting the menorah for generations to come. Whenever Aaron did not bring the Korban, right? Everybody, all the Nesim brought Korban. Aaron was upset. Why I didn't bring Korban? Probably Hashem didn't forgive me for the golden calf. Remember, Chet HaEgel. What Hashem told him? Aaron, your mitzvah is even bigger than their mitzvah, because their mitzvah only when Bet HaMikdash exists. Your mitzvah is going to be forever. And this, the Chazal say, that the secret of Chanukah, where Chanukah is hinted in the Torah. Remember? Бехор, это для вас чай.
Ginger не пьете? Нет. Он сказал, ginger взял.
На, зеленый здесь есть, она. Me. Вот у меня ginger есть. Give him.
שני.
У меня одну джома, Бехор. Ду писар мешо, как вы говорите? Twin boys? Okay.
Один удар, двойной вандар.
Now listen to this. It says, you see the first line, Tikkun Hod. In Chanukah, by you placing the menorah, Batefach Hasamuch El Petach. What is the Petach? The Yesod. What is the Tefach that is close to Yesod? Number 5 Sfirah. What is that?
Why are we doing the Tikkun Hod? Because הם קיבלו יותר מדי אור.
Hod is the location of Aharon HaKohen. What is the source of Chanukah? The lighting of the menorah in Bet HaMikdash. Who lit the menorah in Bet HaMikdash?
Yes.
Aaron
I
HaKohen.
understand, but why we need to do the tikkun? What's the
And
the
Purim
issue
is
with
Moshe Rabbeinu. Purim is Netzach.
What's the issue with it, Rabbi? What's the issue with it? Why we doing the tikkun?
For Hod,
Yeah.
whenever that was the right now we're gonna see all the lights that we said the
because of the
25th
light.
word, the 25th word in Torah is Vayomer Elokim Ei Or. Or Slova in the Torah, number 25, which is exactly 25 of Kislev, which is the 3 months of pregnancy, like you explained last
Ari
time.
also told,
Okay, just let's give. We have limited time. Now, Vehod hu Sfira says Arizal. If you'll count from the beginning, instead of counting from Chesed, you're gonna count from beginning. Chokhmah, Bina, Vadat, Itagdali. You're gonna come to. How many else is this?
לא. זה ההתחלה.
No, דילגת לו, הנה, פה שמת. Okay. So he says, first of all, you should know that Chanukah stands before for 2 words. Chana, Chav Vav. Chana, Ichav Vav. What is Chana? He says, Chana, Megimatria Chana, Het Nun, 58, Hey, 58, and Hey, 63. That's the God's name on the second level. Remember, we have Av, Sag, Ma, Iben. That's the Sag, the second one, which is the eyes, ears, nose, mouth. Remember? This is the 4 levels that we have, the 4 openings. Behor, how many openings do you have in your face? 4 levels. You have 7 openings, but 4 levels. Eyes, the highest level. Ears, second. Nose, third. Mouth, that's the 4th. That's corresponding to 4 ways how to write God's name when you open God's name. Bemilui. The highest milui is 72. Second one is 63. Third one is 45. Fifth one is 52. That's Av, Sag, Ma,
52 is
Ben.
7. Everything 9, 52 is 7.
Right, remember? We spoke about this, that the Ben over there is 702. It's not really 52. The Ben that we say, it's not 2 and Nun, at Nun Sofit, which gets to a gematria of 700. So it's 702. 72, it's also 9. Remember that? We spoke about this last time. Birshut Morai Berabotai. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Shehakol Niyah Bidvaro. Then he says, if you pay attention in Chanukah Bechor, we put together Sag, which is God's name, the second one, together with Chaf Vav. What is Chaf Vav? 26. What is 26? HaKadosh Baruch Hu's name. So we're connecting Sag with 26 Yud Ke Vav Ke. That's the first Kavanah we have over here. Second Kavanah. You see 1, 2. It goes over here in details. Break down very easy. Chanukah, Gimatria, Taf Pei. Tet Pei, sorry. Chanukah, skолько Gimatria Bechor? 89. Slova Chanukah, Gimatria, 89. 89 is talking about, it's in Hebrew the word Taf. Know what Taf is? Young children. Nashim, Vataf, always. What is Chanukah? Lighting the torch for the next generation. That's it says the Taf. In Hebrew, Yeladim, Nashim, Vataf, always says. Tet, Ipei, that. Taf. Tet, Ipei. And it says there is a Kabbalistic name that it is in your tips. Kabbalistic name, it's in your tips. Rabbi Kaduri, whenever in Israel there was attack from Iran, Mahshiman, all the Reshaim against Am Israel should die Be'ezrat Hashem immediately. Bechor, those Reshaim, whenever they send missiles and terrible things, and on Israel, Rebbe Milubavitch said, don't worry about it, they're not going to get anything done. Rebbe Milubavitch, Tov Rebbe Shoshil. Rabbi Kaduri, it was a big attack, talking about 92, I think, 91, I don't remember. 93, I don't remember. 91.
Iran.
Was a strong attack on Israel.
Iran or Iraq?
Iraq was? Iraq, maybe. I don't remember the names.
1990.
Yeah.
Now, Rabbi Kaduri gave out everybody pamphlets. Everybody should read Ketoret with Kavanot. One of the Kavanot is this name. It says this name is the tips of your 4 or of your 5 fingers. That's whenever you hold the cup of Kiddush, if you pay attention, how do I hold it? Like that. Those letters, that over here, it gives me the name. If you see it number 2 on the list, Tet Pei. He showed us Tet Pei, and then Yud Ke. They are corresponding to the 5 tips that we have in our fingers. And he writes over there. You're correct. I was waiting for somebody to say that. And the Yud Ke are together. Tet Pei, and Yud Ke are together. God's name Yud Ke together. He says that's why it's important when you hold the cup bechor to hold it like that. That you're getting the bracha to the cup from this name, the name that we have over here in front of us. Okay, that's a side point. But he says that Chanukah, Gimatria, 89. 89, which is Tet Ipei. From which name? From that name. The 5 tips that you spoke about. 89 at a Taf Tet Pei Patom Yud Ke. This is the name. Okay. שזה השם רוצה לומר שטיפות י' כ' יתעלו, שטיפות י' כ' שטיפות י' כ' יתעלו למעלה. It says ולא ישלטו בהם הקליפה. It says חס ושלום ever a person made עבירה בכור with the drops השם ירחם טיפות came out of a person in the wrong way. It says during Chanukah the drops of the oil you put in the menorah makes up for the drops of zera lebatala that you made in the avera. That's why the Chazal tells us that your children corresponding to zait. Banecha kishtile zetim saviv leshulchanecha. What the Torah says, who are the children comparable to? Zait, to alifki.
Olives.
Why do your children compared to alifki? Because olives, if you take it the way it is, bitter. When you press it, хороший продукт выходит. He said the same thing is children. If you take the children, hey, Rabbi, как они вырастут, the way they are, don't worry about it. No, Habibi. If you're not going to put frame to them, they're going to press them to a certain frame, not going to come out taste out of them. They're going to chas v'shalom have bitter taste out of them. You understand? So it says over here, the secret of Chanukah is the tipot, the drops that a person put on the oil. The drops that they put on the oil, putting on the cups of oil, you make kavanah to atone, make kapara for the drops you did. Not you tzaddik, but the person did. Now, Rabotai, you don't think that sometimes people think, Rabbi, you know, I never cheated on my wife. I'm a tzaddik. You're right, but sometimes zera al-batala is even with your wife. If she was not going to mikveh, she was not allowed to you. So there is no difference if she is not allowed to you and did something wrong, or another woman not allowed to do something wrong. In both situations, it's called zera al-batala. If a person chas v'shalom did something, things that happened lo alenu. So you should know Chanukah bechor. It's the time to make tikkun for that avera of those drops. How many days bechor do you celebrate Chanukah? 8 days. What day you do brit milah to your baby? 8 days. To tell you that Chanukah makes tikkun for the 8th day that you did the brit milah on the 8th day. You're supposed to keep it holy. Bris kodesh, you said. Whenever you cut that brit milah. Atichot zeo?
Лучше сколько быть, чем не дашь евреев, правильно?
That's debatable.
Тума там нету, здесь тума есть.
With the Goya, Yudiya, Nida is karet on the Torah level. With Goya, the Zohar says it's considered to be as you do, chas v'shalom avodah zara. Avodah zara. It's a very, very severe avodah. But that's not our point. Let's go back to us. שזה שהשם רוצה לומר שטיפות יודקה יתעלו למעלה ולא ישלטו בהם הקהלי. When a person made עבירה בכור, he put those drops into the klipot. How does he make up for those klipot to go release those drops? Whenever you make kavanah during Chanukah. During Chanukah says the second kavanah, Chanukah is tet pei. Tet pei is the 2 letters out of the 6 letters name. Taf, tet pei, patum yud kei. שכבר ידעת שאלו הימים.
The kavanah has to be tet pei.
tet pei out of this name. משם זה.
So you do, when
and with this name he says tet pei, which is Gematria of Chanukah 89, you have in mind that the tipot of Yudke, that this is your tipot that came out of you, Chas v'shalom alenu, it alu lemala, should go back to the original holiness and be released from the klipa, from the evil powers. שכבר ידעת שאלו הימים הם לתקן את ההוד. What tikkun do we do during those days, during the Chanukah days? We make tikkun for the hod. Right? Hod is the fifth sphira out of Chesed. Chesed, Gvura, Tiferet, Netzach. Hod, Yesod. Then Malchut is the seventh one. Hod is the fifth one. The whole Chanukah. That's the tikkun that we're doing on Sfirat Hod, which is the beginning. Right after that comes out the entrance to the world. What brings the children to the world? The Brit Milah. That's the petach. The neshama, in order for it to come to this world, it needs to go through an opening. In order for it to enter the house, you got to go through the opening. What's the opening of your neshama, of your children to this world? The Brit Milah. That's how you got to light the Chanukah next to the opening, says the Arizal, on the outside of your house. Batefach hasamuch lapetach, from the outside, because that's the Brit Milah area, which is the outside. It's sticking out of you. That's the secret, he said here. Put an aquarium. Бехор уже купил аквариум.
Нет еще.
То ли я
Долетел я еще. Завтра долечу.
Я надеюсь, что осталось вам еще завтра.
Аквариум, ой, бля.
Побыстрее надо шевелиться.
Эти ставишь минору, сверху ставишь такой, чтобы на улицу не поставить.
Big? Get a small. Well, it's not good to get big menorah. Get a small menorah. Light the big one in the house and light the small one outside the house. Between 7 tfachim to 10 tfachim is the best Kabbalistic place. 7 tfachim? Each tevar is 8 centimeters. 7 times 8. Skолько будет? Make хешбон. 56 centimeters. Yani it's not in inches. Посмотри, Google, спасибо. 56 centimeters. How many it's going to be in inches?
22.
Number 3, בכור. תיקון ההוד, טפח הסמוך לפתח. וההוד הוא ספירה שמינית. So it says if you're going to start counting. Right, if you're going to start counting חוכמה, בינה, דעת, then חסד, גבורה, תפארת is the 6th, נצח is 7th, hod is the 8th. How many days do you celebrate Chanukah? 8 days. Because number 8 is the hod, start counting from Chokhmah. Chabat, Chagat, and then Nun Hey, which is Netzach and Hod, is the 8th. Hod is going to be the 8th Sephirah. Hod,
You need to shut the candles off.
after half an hour, you're allowed to.
What's the best way to do it?
With your finger.
Blowing is not good?
Blowing is not good.
Can you put something on
Not Avdalah candle, not birthday candles. Mistake that people go like this. It's not a good thing. Yeah, all candles, yeah. Huh?
Can put something on top.
There's also.
Yeah, whatever. Don't blow. It says not good to blow on the candles. Any candle is not good to blow on them. Yeah. It's brought down. It's not a joke. Okay? והוד ספירה השמינית, ובעבור זה, לכן יש שמונה ימים חנוכה. That's how the Yareh says, one of the Kabbalists, it's called the Sidur HaYareh, one of the great Kabbalists. He writes also, that's the reason. We have 8 days Chanukah to make the 8th day tikkun of the Sfirat HaHod. And he said, how do you write Chet? What does that look like? An opening. נכון? Any opening looks like a letter, Chet. צריך להיות סמוך לפתח, which is טפח. Now make gematria, he says the word טפח בכל. tet, 9, pei, 8, ch, 8, 8, 9, 17. Pei, 80. 80 and 17, what you get? 97. Tzadik, zayin. Let's see how he's going to break it down. הוד, יסוד. ובחלל שיש בין הוד ליסוד, יש שם שם אל עמוני. אל אדוני ויער לנו. יסרו חג באבות עם הקרנות המזבח. אל אדוני ויער לנו. יסרו חג באבות עם הקרנות המזבח. So this אל עמוני, it's 2 names of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. El, which is the big amount of mercies of Hashem. Whenever you say Hashem, Hashem, El Rachum Vechanun. What is El? Highest level of mercies.
עלינו לשבח.
Highest level of mercies. El Melech Yoshev al Kisei Rachamim Umitnaheg B'Chasidut. Every time we ask HaKadosh Baruch Hu for a big Rachmanut, El. שהם משתחווים, עלינו לשבח אל לא יושיע, ואנחנו משתחווים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא. פוניצ'י תסלבה, עלינו לשבח.
הכסה אל נזה גרץ.
El, first one short, long, second one longer. El in Hebrew, in short way, is to him.
To him. To God, to Hashem.
If you say El, it's you say to him, to him. To him, to who? אנחנו משתחווים to him. And we are bowing down, right, and John, with Samuel. And we are bowing down to Hashem. A person says El. If a person says El,
אלעל.
it becomes Elal.
With the Segol, it's shorter.
Yeah. No, with the Tzere is the shorter. With the Segol is the longer.
El.
That's what but you do that
But
correct.
Hashem's name is with the Tzere, huh?
I think the other way. Maybe I'm getting confused.
Vetosh.
Check. I remember the second one is longer. Check. Maybe the other way around. Okay. No. Look at this. So it says El is the highest mercies of Hashem's mercies. Highest level of Hashem's mercy is the El, which is the. I told you before how many hours during the week you have those mercies. 31 hours. 6 before Shabbat comes in. 24 hours during Shabbat. How much you get already? 6 and 24? 30. 1 extra hour after Shabbat. That's a Sudah Revit. I told you the best time to do. 1 hour after Shabbat finishes. Not later than that.
Two dots.
Yeah,
That
but
was
that's
three dots.
El, lo Yoshia. El is a power. El, with the Segol, is towards.
it's shorter.
Shorter, yeah. Toward. El, lo Yoshia. So it says, El is the highest level of mercies. Amonai, with Dalet, Adoi, Edenai, is judgment. It says during Chanukah, 31, El, 31. Amonai, 65. 65 and 31, what'd you get?
97, 65.
65
96.
with 31. What did you get? 96. It says with the word itself, Gematria, Tzadik Zayin, Ima Kolel. You see, Ayin He, Ima Kolel. With the word itself. With the word itself, it's going to turn to be 97. What it was 97? Tefach. Tefach, 97. That's the reason you have to locate it. It says at that, you see the mezuzah? Across the mezuzah from outside, it said that's where El Amonai is located. God's name is located at that area. If you put it further than that Tefach, already know El Amonai over there. Because Tefach, Gematria 97, El Amonai, which is to God's name, the big mercies of Hashem, to knock down the judgment of Hashem. A person trying to get married, another one trying to get a job, another one trying to get a child, another one trying to get success in business. Whatever the cases are, what blocks the person from not getting them? Judgments. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve it. Stops it. It says during Chanukah, we're bringing a big light of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, El, to Amonai. El is the big mercies to the judgment situation. It says, but that's only if you're putting it on the right location, which is the Tefach, Gematria 97, closer to the Petach.
Most of the people not doing right.
Now you understand the secret. I decided today, with Becho's permission, to teach you the secrets of Chanukah. Becho, you listen to this
It's not
recording a few
about
times. This is a very deep lecture today.
Rabbi, it's not about that the location. It's about many people living in the buildings. Many people.
I used to live in the buildings also.
Living in
Good.
outside of Israel.
So what?
So it's not.
Rabota, if possible, do the right way. If it's impossible, impossible. Let's go. I don't want to mix. There's 8 pages. We're only on page 3. Okay, next. V'daled otiyot shel Shem Amonai. It said, what is the 4 letters? Amonai, Ado, and then Nai. Ubesot tefach. Each letter, how many fingers by Jewish law is 1 tefach? 4 fingers. Why 4 fingers, Bechor? Each finger representing God's letter of a 4-letter name.
Yud Keva.
No, Ado and then Nai. Aleph Dalet, Patom, Nun Yud.
רגל
It says those four etzbaot, four fingers, are one tefach. By Jewish law, a finger, it's 2 centimeters. How much is a tefach? 8 centimeters. 2 times 4.
But they're all different
Это все
sizes.
просто так нету, Бехорджон.
But they're all different sizes, right?
נכון, so to the power of Ammonai, it's all different sizes. Aleph is Aleph, Dalet is Dalet, Nun is Nun, Yud is
No,
Yud.
but how can we say 2 times 4?
Not 2 times 4. I said 2 times 4.
each one
He
is
say-
2 centimeters.
He says over here,
How
but
is it
Dalet.
not 2 centimeters? They're all different.
No, not length, thickness. By Jewish law, they're considered to be 2 centimeters in average.
Ошибаетесь, пожалуйста.
Yeah.
Вы поняли, Сан?
Vehu besod tefach. And he says, and that's the secret of tefach. You see, 1, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. Number 4. לכן צריך שיהיה בין הפתח לחנוכה שיעור טפח סמוך לפתח. He says, if a person is going to put the mezuzah here, Chanukah is going to put it right at the entrance, right at the entrance. Says, no good. You need to leave space for God's name, El Ammonite, to dwell over there. Skolka space, 1 tefach, 4 fingers.
At least once.
At least or
No, exact. Not further. Shulchan Aruch says not further. It's pasur if you put further. And not closer.
אם זה מזוזה פה, אז we have to put over here like this one.
Right here.
If this is the Chanukah,
Yeah.
the Siddur, that.
No, what are you talking about?
No, if the Siddur is Chanukah, the Siddur is Chanukah.
Didn't you say 4 tefach from the...
No. 4
cross the
fingers
mezuzah.
is 1 tefach.
Okay.
So if you, Chagai demonstrating to you as the mezuzah, but no,
This is
the
mezuzah.
other way, Chagai John. You're entering here, the mezuzah is on the right.
בסדר, אבל okay, from here.
From מזוזה
I'm not staying here.
Oh.
I'm saying here. Like, it's,
No, but you gotta put from outside.
yeah, it's from
Yeah,
outside.
okay,
so-
okay.
but it's over here. It has to be. I'm showing that things for
Like this distance, but from the outside, not from the
Yeah, yeah.
inside. Okay. Идем, это откроете, автосимо нужен.
That's the best.
Он мой никогда не окликнет.
Короче говоря, мы будем ставить на видео, я думаю, если не найдем колбочку.
Куда?
Я говорю, если колбочку завтра не найдем, поставим на видео.
Ну, потом не потеряйте это весь тикун, Бехорджон. This is this year. Next year тикун, ну, кто знает, будем, не будем, сколько будем, что будем, кто, you never know.
А
Вы ставите on это?
Главное,
Мошех, какой
Yeah.
праздник должен прийти, Квадрат?
А?
У нас еврейский праздник.
Purim Chanukah stays.
Пурим или Ханука?
Purim Chanukah stays. Mashiach is coming. Purim Chanukah stays.
no,
Purim Chanukah stays.
это два праздника оставить. No, he asking what,
What holidays they're gonna have? I don't you ask him when he comes. We'll continue our point.
not what holidays. In which holiday you gonna come?
Bechor, you tell us. You're Mashiach уже. You have the white donkey you have called white BMW.
Вы будете все гордиться, что Мошехом в одном рум сидели.
Да, эмет, не только сидели. Еще чай ему делали.
Там не написано семечки.
Go, let's go, רבותיי, wasting time. Let's go. Back to us. Number 4. Chichich monet. Tila. It says now, you guys ask me, Rabbi, can I buy the ready olive oil gatovo уже? I just pop it and turn it on. So look what it says here. Whenever you put the ptila inside, look how many kavanot you're supposed to have. The made in China machine, don't do that kavanot, habibi. Petila, gimatria, 525. Petila, gimatria, 525. מפתילה תלצה דלת שהובים. It says, petila has 4 colors. Remember last time we spoke about? Blue, זה תף, תכלת. למד was לבן. Remember that or no? Tzadik was צהוב.
זה אתמול.
Yeah, 2 days ago I think it was.
צחור,
צהוב, yellow.
אני אתמול לא הייתי.
Maybe אתמול was. דלת שלהובים. הרי it says, the gematria of תף, למד, צדיק, hey, will be 525. והם,
אבל איפה אנחנו היום עושים פתילה?
you gotta make the ptila. Whenever you put the ptil, the wick, inside the oil, you're supposed to have about this kavanot. When you look at the ptila, we're gonna see when the fire is gonna turn on. והם בסוד טיפה. Wow. Your phone is ringing non-stop, חביבי. בוא תשחרר את זה רגע. שמתי האיירפלן. עוד פעם בא? שמתי האיירפלן עוד פעם בא?
לא, הוא מנתק הכל.
והם, look what is written here. הם בסוד טיפה שאומרים מחגת, whenever you put the פתילה, he says, והם שאומרים מחגת נאה, which is חסד, גבורה, תפארת, נצח הוד, המתפשטים מחסד עד הוד. ה' כלולים מיוד, ויוד מיוד, הם ת"ק. וכן הוא, so we spoke about Chanukah, right? So it says חטא חנו, חטא ה' is בסוד טיפה. That goes through את 5 ספירות. 5 ספירות, חסד, גבורה, תפארת, נצח הוד. He says מחסד עד הוד. הפתאום ה' חנוכה is ה'. It says כלולים מיוד ויוד מיוד הם 500. וכ"ה חנוכה כ"ה, which is שערי בינה שבהוד. כדלקמן הרי פתילה. If you make חשבון of this, ת"ק is 500. כ"ה is 25. You get together the word פתילה.
So there's
פתילה בכל סקוקה בוזית? 80, pay 80. ת' 400. יוד 10. למד 30. You got already 520. ה' פתילה, ה' בספסלני 525.
what this wanna say over here, I
Exactly the Kavanot is supposed to have whenever you put the petila inside.
זה אומר פה, that's what I want to say, that when you did some עבירה with the טיפה, so with the פתילה, when you're doing, so he's cleaning all your...
חסד, גבורה, תפארת, נצח יהוד.
That's what he's cleaning, so he coming but...
נא בכור מסלה, שמן. Look what the shemen does, the oil. Hey, אלוקים, הם 5 גבורות ממותקים. זה הסביר לך 5 חסדים. 5 ה' חסדים. ראית בו לך חסד, גבורה, תפארת, נצחות. אתה פיית חסדים בו. Now we're talking shemen is the oil. The oil is the judgment. Now you have to, it says, make hey אלוקים, which הם 5 גבורות. ממותקים בסוד שמן. Right now he says you're removing 5 times judgment away from you with the oil. ושמן זה יורד מ50 שערי בינה דאמא ועד הוד התפשט. He says that שמן is coming down from 50 gates שערי בינה of אמא. אמא גזי את הבכור? בינה. פאפה חוכמה. אבא חוכמה. אמא בינה. 50 שערים, שערי בינה דאמא, אמא has 50 gates. 50 שערי בינה נזבה את זה. Whenever you're counting Omer, remember? How many nights do we count Omer? 49. On the 50th one, you're already in Bina. That's whenever you receive the Torah. And what holiday do we celebrate on the 50th day of Omer? Shavuot. What did we get on Shavuot? Torah. Hag Matan Toratenu Chitai. בכל פרוסטק יש נמירת פרוסטק נהייתו ג'וני חלפש. Everything is precise and there's a lot of secrets behind it. Now you understand when a person does the mitzvot, every single detail, he gets so much bracha to his neshama. People that doesn't understand what bracha to neshama is, they think, what on bagati, а у меня bracha нету, вот у него есть bracha. Это bracha что ли? His wealth in olam hazeh, that bracha? Bracha to the neshama we're talking about, not to the body that eats shashlik, goes around with women and drives expensive cars, goes to expensive vacations. That's bracha.
Arizal,
Shem merachem on your judgment.
By Arizal, when you leading the nerod, lighting the nerod is not necessary to publicize that the light of the nerod by Arizal.
Why? You said you have to put it בתפח הסמוך לפתח.
Yeah, right. But if your petach is not publicizing your petach.
I understand your question. He says, what if my opening of the house is not going to be shown to the public? My window going to be shown more.
Yeah.
So where should I light it? So according to Arizal, no matter what, you're supposed to light it by the
Petach.
across the mezuzah. and leave a tefach space, like we explained. But if you want to follow all opinions, Bechor, you light 2 menorot. One by the window, second one by the entrance.
Завтра еще один купим.
Yeah?
Да, браха.
Yeah. You light one bracha, have in mind for both.
Inside.
Sure?
Doesn't matter which one.
Inside сделаю бараха.
Whatever you want, inside, outside, whatever you want. If you do Kavanot Arizal, better the outside one, because Arizal says the outside has all this Kavanot. The inside doesn't have across the mezuzah. It's less Kavanot there. Okay, next. Now, simat apetil betoch haner. Now, after you prepare the ptila, today it's already ready for us, the ptila, the week. Back in the day, they used to prepare it. I remember my babul used to twist it. Today we have it already.
But over here, how are you gonna do kavanah if the ptil is already ready?
So look at the
Then
ptil.
you put it back.
No, look at the ptil. Look at the
Так,
ptil.
там же он же с ваксом.
תסלש שלי נט, look at the פתיל. וראיתם אותו, וזכרתם. Now look at this.
הנה, לא עבר.
עשינו שמן. Now, שימת הפתילה בתוך הנר. Whenever you're placing the ptil, the wick, inside the ner, inside the cup with the oil, there is kavanot bechor. Это не просто так. It's not a monkey business. Просто поставил на зажог. This is not church that we light candles. This
one we
Every
said-
step has kavanot.
Last time we said that
Does the book have it?
Achanat Chanukah, woman, she need to do the Achanat. That's why we're doing that. The men is doing that.
Kabbalistically, you prepare the Chanukah candle and you light it, not your wife, Habibi. Kabbalistically, because your wife doesn't hold this kavanot. She doesn't have
That's what I
tipot.
wanna
She
ask
doesn't have tipot lebatala. She doesn't have all these
that's what I
problems
wanna ask now,
lebatala.
because we said Friday night you preparing the light, the candle lighting for the Shabbat.
Right. Every
have
Friday,
a-
you're supposed to prepare the candles. You, men. Also
For
Kabbalistically.
Arichud Yamim, and then he's saying over there he's saying that
That's not Arizal.
women need to
That's Shalom Bayit lectures. But by Arizal, you prepare, you light.
פעם ידי.
Next, רבותיי, don't ask me the question, I'm not gonna finish. The prepare, the kavanot. שימת הפתיל בתוך הנר, ויכוון כשישים אותה בתוך הנר, בסוד נקודת ציון. It says whenever you're putting the ptil inside the ner, inside the cup, the wick inside the cup, have in mind, ner, he says, is the secret of נקודת ציון.
ציון זה ירושלים.
ציון זה ירושלים. המחזיר שכינתו
לציון.
לציון. יוסף ברכה, מודיעים אנחנו לך, יוסף, post later, right? What is המחזיר שכינתו לציון? והשם put break at the שכינה in ציון, in ירושלים. So whenever you light, put the ptil inside the menorah, think about נקודת ציון. This is the location of the holiness, ציון.
מה זה צדיק אתה לוקח מניה?
Point.
צדיק אתה לוקח מניה?
יוון.
יוון. עכשיו אומר, מה הימנים רצו לעשות? לשכוח את ירושלים. ואז בגלל זה הם אמרו צדיק זה צדיק.
צדיק.
יוון זה ירושלים, כאילו יוון, הם רצו לעשות ציון, לשכוח את ירושלים. בגלל זה פה הם באו.
תכוון שהוא כפוף.
הכל בריאות.
He says, Zion is Yerushalayim. Think in mind, he said, whenever you put the ptil inside the menorah, the cup of the oil, think about location of Yerushalayim, Nekudat Zion. Holiness of Yerushalayim should be here.
אם Иерусалим это ציון. Он пишет
ואחר
цадик,
כך-
юд, вав, нун. Если цадик убрать, говорит цадик, получается Яван. Кто нам принес эту беду? Кто хотел, чтобы мы забыли Иерусалим? Греки, Яван.
На иврите греки это Яван будет.
Здесь вот написано это все, видите?
А когда...
Ты ставишь птиль вовнутрь, должен думать о Иерусалиме.
Да. וכוון שהוא כפוף, נקודת ציון, think about that it is bent. ואחר כך עולה השלהבת, and then the fire comes up. It says, the flame שלהבת. נכון? What location, בית המקדש, on which territories? ראובן, שמעון, לוי, יהודה, on whose?
בנימין.
קודש הקודשים, где? In the Binyamin location.
אני его били по спине.
He says, בסוד בנימין, ואחר כך עולה השלהבת, then when the flame comes up, בסוד בנימין.
сын Боровки, вор, сын
So what is בנימין? שהוא המעלה מן. מן, מים נוקביים. Always whenever you request from Hashem,
מזון.
you say man. What is man? מים נוקביים. Which means Hashem gives us sustenance, shefa to this world. Binyamin, you have over there, it says, the secret of man, bring down shefa. And which territory in all the tribes, all the shvatim, we bring shefa, bring sustenance to this world? Kodesh HaKodashim. In which territory it was? Binyamin.
Also, all our
When you light the
prayers
Chanukah candle, it says have that in mind. Whenever the flame, пляма, когда поднимается, that's a bechor. Avram, we need you from Minyan. If you can stay, it'll be great.
Нету людей на меня.
На Арвит.
Арви.
Oh, it's right now.
13,
А?
дайте.
Ушел.
We have?
Не знаю я. Это малыш еще 13.
No, есть 13. No, он уже скоро женится.
В тот раз не был торцин-то?
Он скоро женится, бехор.
А?
Он уже скоро женится.
למה גם כן, אז זה למה גם כן הפתיל שאומר
В тот раз мы его
להיות
считали, он
כפוף.
сказал нет. Сейчас уже молодой.
He just turned probably recently. Yeah.
Кого, скорее.
הפתיל שאומר כפוף זה גם כן אמוני אלוקים, כאילו אתה עושה, גם כן שאנחנו עושים זה, אנחנו מתכופפים,
מתכופפים.
אחר כך קמים. אמוני, אמוני.
את יודע.
זה גם כן, אז זה יוצא אותו, כאילו הפתיל גם כן,
זה לא פתיל, זה שלהבת.
שאתה מכניס.
שלהבת. It says שלהבת whenever,
מה זה שלהבת?
before you know, whenever you light the Chanukah, it's very important. You have to keep your candle until the flame goes up.
Мы это проходили.
If you're gonna do tick, 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 then all I'm about is gonna be tick, 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 tick. Ben Ish Chai says you didn't fulfill the mitzvah. לא יצא ידי חובה. ברכה לבטלה, מצוות עינוי פונים. You have להעלות נר תמיד. You have to elevate the נר תמיד. It has to go up, the flame. פתאום следующий פירושו. You understand? Very good. Next.
Rabbi, so when we're looking at the candles, what do we have to have in mind again?
No, there's a... Listen to this lecture. Hopefully it's going to be up by tomorrow, before tomorrow night. Hopefully. Yes.
סדר,
Seder.
פרשה не будем сегодня?
נה, נה.
That's a new Spain, Bachor.
What he's asking, Rabbi, at least we can't think about this. We have to listen like maybe years. To just
No, it's simple. It's simple Kavanot. I explained to you everything in detail.
What's the like the like?
I send you that file. You listen to the lecture. Simple. באמת simple. I simplified it to you.
Just for lighting. Or setting up also.
Setting up.
Setting up. Oh.
Джоном Базан Бобо.
Да.
Сделать грехи очень легко. А их надо тикун потом что делать?
Да.
All the time, Rabbi tells us, he says there is one hamor threw a rock into the pit. Then there is 10 engineers have to think how to take that rock out. Понял или нет? Один хамор threw the big rock into the pit, into the well. Люди пьют от него. А сейчас вода закрылась. Надо пришли 10 инженеров думать, как эту большой камень вытащить из этого колодец. Если разрушить, очень легко. А тикун сделать, you have to put a lot of time for that.
same thing. when you-
You build a building for
שריפה,
5-6
שתי-
years.
שתי שניות מסורב לך.
In a second.
Whenever demolition starts, 2-3 days, до свидания.
To build takes years.
סדר כלי.
סדר כלי השמן, רק ביום הראשון. Now, in the first day, he says, you're supposed to think about the kli of the shemen, the vessel, that cup. על פי הלשון בחוברת עטרת מרדכי משקל השמן, ט' על פי נהר שלום, סידור הירא. יש להכין כלי מיוחד שבו ייתן את כל כמות השמן להדלקת מ"ד נרות חנוכה. It says before you're supposed to keep a cup separately. Put inside there enough oil that you're going to light from this cup. You're going to fill all the 8 days of Hanukkah. שייתן כל כמות השמן להדלקת מ"ד נרות חנוכה. How many candles of Hanukkah do we light during Hanukkah, Bechor?
26.
No. 36 plus Shamash. Вы забыли 8 days Shamash. 36 plus 8, сколько будет? 44.
It's just hay.
Вы говорите, в один кап надо налить, с этого капа всем разливать.
Right, exactly.
А если вот эта бутылка?
Let's see. בשמן.
то же самое.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen. בשמן זה צריך שיהיה משקלו י"א ביצים. This it's supposed to hold 11 ביצים. איצו. 11 איצו. сколько это будет? שהם 457 דרהם. גרם. 457, 58, хай скажем. 458 грамм масла.
11 яиц. 11 яиц.
458 грамм.
Ну, на бананку.
Ну, значит, бутылку, вот эту бутылку. Да.
Okay? If he has this.
Это не хватает.
And only from this oil is supposed to light, fill the cup.
This cup is not gonna fit 450, it's 250 grams, 200
You don't need so much oil for the
So you have to double cup, so that's double cup.
All
is
8 nights you refill from this
One big.
One big vessel.
But
container.
today we buying already being ready.
Habibi, then throw all this to the garbage.
No, that's not
No, hold on.
Rabbi,
You
oil
got-
in a bottle. That's not enough.
China to think.
The Chinese doesn't think about this thing.
Rabbi, oil comes in a bottle. That's not enough to.
Yeah, no.
No, put it, he says, in a separate cup, separate vessel that can hold 458 grams.
So from this bottle, from
And,
this
and from
vessel,
that vessel, light the
Can you-
Chanukah.
What's an ounce?
Because this bottle, you have to have a kavanot, שהספסניקה ככוונות.
Rabbi,
שהוד זה היינו בבירורי חנוכה שהם בהוד. He says, because this cup is corresponding to Hod. And with this cup, היינו בירורי חנוכה, you're able to bring the light of to ספירת הוד. היה שקוע בתוך הקליפות. It was inside the klipot. The ספירת הוד was surrounded with darkness, with bad things. Now with Chanukah, you're elevating it. We're bringing light to those bad things, and the darkness goes away. שבעשייה, שהרי ההוד לא נתקן, כמובן בפרי עץ חיים, כמו שכתוב, והודי נהפך עליי למשחית. שמספרם י"א. He says, why 11 eggs בכור? Why 11 eggs? He says, the evil forces latched 11 times on the hod. How many קטורת סממנים do you have over there? ו11 סממנים היו בה, ואלו הן הצורי, והציפורן, והחלבנה, והלבונה. Every one that you say over there, you have to think about different ספירה. You know that, right? תפתח. הצורי והציפורן. Over there it says, אור מקיף, כתר, בין, את היסוד, חוכמה. You see this or no? בכור. Whenever you pray. How do you pray? בכור.
Hey, whoa!
הצורי כתר, היסוד, ציפורן יסוד, חלבנה מלכות, הלבונה אור מקיף, משקל 70 מנה, מור וקצה אבותת הצידור. On page 93, he has over here the ספירות. How much in total? 10 plus אור מקיף, 11. That's the 11 סממנים היו בה.
what about the
שאלת what about? We're not gonna miss. We're gonna miss
buying
Johnny
the
Halfish.
ready cup with the oil, and you're taking the special oil that you prepare. I prepare from Sukkah that olive oil, so I can put the drop, so it's also nechshav like you did.
But it's supposed to be 11 ביצים.
No, over here
The
is
size
11
of it.
bitzim.
Okay.
This bottle
You
I
said it.
have ready with the
You said it?
My bottle's 25.
oil, but this one I bought already with the cup ready. So I'm taking from this one the what's this bracha with the.
Joe.
I'm gonna put drops.
What? Drops over there. You need to fill the cups with this, not drops.
You have to prepare yourself.
Betza, it says, Betza, Bet Tzadik Hey. Bet 2, Tzadik 90. Hey, 5. What did you get?
97.
2, 5. And Tzadik is 97.
אותו דבר, אתה עולה למעלה.
Which is, שהוא אל עמוני,
זה גם טבע.
אל אדוני, ויער לנו. ישרו חג באבות עם עד קרנות המזבח. ונראה שבאל עמוני זה נאחזים הקליפות. He says that's where all the קליפות is connected to, בעשייה, in עולם העשייה. כעניין כוונת צו בשאר הכוונות, צריך לשמור על השמות האלו שבעשייה מאחיזה. He says those two names, always the evil forces wants to latch on them. And we have to protect those names from the evil forces. ולכן התיקון הוא במיתוק שנעשה על ידי החטא הוויות לקמן. גם אפשר שהתיקון יהיה על ידי הדלקת הנרות, שאז הקליפה יישרפו באש. So by you lighting Chanukah candles, you burning. You שורף באש the evil forces. כך in the שרפת חמץ, whenever you do שרפת חמץ, you throw the bread inside, you have in mind to think, to burn about all your bad characteristic traits. Почему я жадный, почему я злой, почему я... All those bad characteristic traits, throw into the fire. So the same thing you do during Chanukah. By lighting the Chanukah candles the right way, you're burning all the evil forces that they want to latch on the Klipat Hod, Chas v'shalom, on Sfirat Hod. Yes, what's your question?
If the leader of the household is lighting for everybody, or if, wait, for example, we have 4 menorah, so we light all 4, and we light each of our own. So,
But don't say bracha 4 times.
so the leader only says.
Yeah. Only he says. Only he
We
says.
still have the kavanot.
You can have kavanot on your own. Yeah, on your own menorah.
It's not
What if
about the
there's only
leader.
one menorah? What if only one?
The leader.
And the
One?
leader only, if the leader only
Have in mind, all works is not the best, but it works also. When one person does an action, the second one think about the action, Kabbalistically they can combine. There was one person that knew how to blow shofar very nice, but he doesn't know Kavanot, shofar Rosh Hashanah. Second one doesn't know how to blow, but he knows Kavanot well. He tells him, you blow, I'm going to think about the Kavanot, we combine together. יש סגולה שעל ידי מ"ד נרות, ינצל מהריגת דם, says בכור, how do you, it's already time. טוב. Last thing he says, if you're going to do the right way, the Chanukah, he says, Chanukah, how many candles you light? 44. גימטריה מ"ד, מ"ד נעבור עוד прочитай, будет דם. Что это דם? Кровь. It says, if you light the Chanukah candle the right way, you will be protected from your blood not to be spilled. Никакие аварии, чтобы не были в этот год. Никакие, не дай Бог, проблемы с кем-то, чтобы ваша кровь не вылилась. Чтобы целый год вы были сохранены от вашей крови, чтобы не выливалась. It says, in what zechut? In zechut of 44 candles that you light during the Chanukah. Baruch Adonai le'olam.